If you're 40 or older and you're looking for the best way to earn money online, I've got real answers for you. Not the same recycled advice made for 22-year-olds with nothing to lose. I'm going to show you how to take knowledge you already have, turn it into a simple digital product this weekend, and then put it in front of real people without building a complicated business first. And near the end, I'll give you a single sentence that might completely change how you see everything you already know. Stick around for that one. Hi, I'm Billy. I'm a writer, digital strategist, and founder of the EverFlow method, and this is my channel. I've been involved in online business for almost 2 decades, mostly behind the scenes. So let me show you why most earn money online advice starts you in exactly the wrong place. Most beginner advice starts the same way. Complicated business models, unfamiliar technology, giant courses, funnels, branding, paid ads, and automation. It assumes you're starting with nothing, no professional experience, no track record, nothing built yet. So it pushes you to learn an entirely new business model from scratch, and that creates tech overwhelm before you've ever earned your first dollar. Here's the reframe I want you to hold on to for this entire video. You don't need to manufacture expertise. You need to translate expertise you already possess into something another person can use. It is translation, not necessarily transformation. You're not starting over. You're starting from an entirely different place than most people realize. And the simplest vehicle for that translation is something that almost nobody tells beginners about to build first. And here it is. Just create a short report, 10 to 30 pages. Focus on one narrow problem. Build it in Google Docs and export it as a PDF. No complicated tech, built in days, not months, and it can be improved the moment real customers start responding to it. Here's the mind shift that matters most. Your first digital product is not supposed to contain everything you've learned in 30 odd years. It's supposed to solve one problem using something you learned during those 30 years. Now, don't teach everything you know. Prove that what you know creates a result. Create something specific. The first time manager's 7-step difficult conversation checklist. Something a person can finish in maybe 20 minutes and then use it immediately. Now, where does that one narrow problem actually come from? For most people, it's hiding in plain sight, buried under something I call expertise blindness. Now, quick pause here. If you're 40 plus and this is the first time Make Money Online content has actually made sense for your life, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button for the channel. It helps this content reach more experienced professionals who've been overlooked by everyone else in this space. Now, this is the core of what I call the experience advantage. The idea that your age was never the disadvantage. Your accumulated experience is your advantage. So ask yourself, what do people repeatedly ask you for help with? What problems do you solve unusually quick? What mistakes do you spot before less experienced people even notice them? What took you years to figure out that now feels obvious to you but completely new to someone else? Here's the strange problem experts run into, and it's the sentence I promised you back in the hook. What took you 20 years to learn eventually just feels like Tuesday. That's the expert's blind spot. The thing that feels the most ordinary to you is very often the exact thing someone else would pay real money for a shortcut. Pick one piece of expertise. Pick one problem it solves. That's your report topic. Now, once you know what you want to say, there's a smarter way to get it out of your head than staring at a blank page. And it involves a tool that most people are using completely wrong. Now, here's an example of a bad artificial intelligence prompt. Write me a 20-page ebook about leadership. That hands your expertise away and gets you something generic back. Here's the better approach. Tell the AI to act as an expert interviewer and have it interview as a subject matter expert. Something like, act as an expert interviewer and product strategist specializing in leadership development. I have 25 years of management experience Interview me as the subject matter expert so we can extract my experiences, frameworks, stories, and lessons into a short report for first-time managers. Now, after that interview, don't just accept the first draft. Push it further. Where is this too generic? Where does the reader need a better example? What am I assuming they already understand? You got to remember, artificial intelligence is a tool, but you are the craftsman. Don't let AI replace your expertise. Use it to extract, organize, and sharpen what's already inside your head. Now, once that raw material is organized, building the actual report is the easiest part of this entire process. Open up Google Docs and organize the report around 5 simple sections: the specific problem, why it happens, your framework or a method, the action steps, and a checklist or template to close it out. Don't obsess over logos, expensive design, course platforms, or automation right now. Make it readable, useful, and specific. Export it then as a PDF. Technology should help deliver the value. It shouldn't become the reason you never get the value into the market. You now have a finished asset. But a finished asset sitting on your hard drive doesn't make you a single dollar. And this is exactly where most people quietly stop. A good offer with no traffic stays invisible. Traffic with no meaningful offer has nowhere useful to go. That report is now the beginning of your offer. Your next decision is choosing one traffic source and staying with it long enough to actually learn it. Medium.com and Substack are examples of platforms that you can start posting content on. YouTube for teaching through video and building a searchable library over time. Markets determine the environment. Your offer determines how you compete inside it. Pick the platform where your expertise and your audience naturally intersect. Don't try to become a YouTuber, a LinkedIn creator, and a Reddit marketer all in the same month. Publishing platforms generate attention. Your email list preserves that relationship. Start with an affordable or free email platform. Kit.com is one option with a free entry tier, and there are others like it. You're not installing enterprise software. You're collecting an email address, delivering something useful, and following up. The sequence looks like this: traffic, opt-in, email relationship, short report or consulting offer, customer feedback, then improve the offer. This is also where your market intelligence starts building around itself. Who joins, what they click, what they ask you, and which problems keep repeating. Now, before you obsess over the entire funnel, make sure this one thing works. Does your front door actually convert a visitor into a subscriber? That's really the only question that matters right now. Don't spend months quietly polishing a product nobody has seen yet. Talk about the problem in your content. Share the idea with your existing professional network. Mention the report in consulting conversations when it fits naturally. Build a simple landing page or a wait list. Pre-sell an early version. Offer it to a handful of early customers and then gather real feedback. Your first offer is a hypothesis. The market gives you the verdict. If the response is weak, don't scrap the whole idea. Investigate it first. It might be the audience, the title, the positioning, or the promise. Adjust one variable and then test it again, like slowly working out the combination to a lock. And here's something worth remembering. Your very first customers are worth more than the money that they hand you. Your first few customers hand you something more valuable than revenue. It's information. Their questions and objections, the exact language they use to describe their problem, what confused them, what they wish they had included, signals about what they'd pay for next. Get paid to learn what the market needs. A short report can quietly become the front door to something much bigger. Then maybe a mini course or a workshop, then consulting, then maybe coaching, or then a larger flagship offer. It all starts at the root, at this level. The report may not become your big business. It may become the front door to your business. Here's your assignment, and it delivers on exactly what I promised you at the start of this video. Pick one problem you know how to solve. Ask AI to interview you about your experience solving it. Extract your stories, your steps, your framework. Organize the material into 5 sections inside of Google Docs. Choose the one single place where you'll start talking about that problem and set up a simple email opt-in so interested people don't just disappear. Your objective this weekend isn't to become an entrepreneur, it's to create your first asset. Look, if you're over 40, your probably isn't that you don't know enough. Your problem may be that you spent so many years knowing it that you've stopped recognizing its value. You are the asset. You've just been sitting on it this whole time. So don't start over. Translate your knowledge, skills, and experience into value for someone who desperately needs it. A hobbyist hopes for sales, but an architect engineers them. If you want to see how content, list building, offers, and automation all fit together into a complete online business, download the free 9-step EverFlow Roadmap using the link in the description or in the pinned comment in the comment section. And if this video gave you a new way to see your own experience or resonated with you in any way, do me a favor and do yourself a favor. Hit that like and subscribe button to the channel. It's the best way to be alerted on any new content I let out, but it also helps me reach more people organically that are experienced professionals who need to hear it. And it genuinely helps keep me making videos like this one. Leave me a comment. What's the one thing you've gotten so good at over the years that it just feels like a normal afternoon to you? I read every comment and I will be replying. So take care and I'll see you in the next video.